And we'll be right back.
All right, guys. I want to go over some things before we get back out there.
Thank you, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Fresh. He has 23 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Alexander is in at the point. Paul Millsap out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kyle Quirk, and it's Payne in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Paul passes to Norman. Picked by Griffin. Here's Paul, rejected by Millsap. Alexander, covered by Reddick. The feed to Morris. Fires for 3. Good. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Picked by Griffin. Out to the wing. The dish to Paul. From 12 feet out, buries the jump shot. Paul's got 7.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. No good from Alexander. Clippers trail by 7. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Right wing. Jordan the screen. Fades away. Atlanta with the rebound. Alexander's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
The Clippers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
This season has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Guys, they're only making about 71%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
The tray, and he gets it to go. Alexander's got 29 in the game.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Hammers the alley-oop through. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Paul dishes to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Back to Paul. Rebounded by Alexander.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And he gets the bucket. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Shane Larkin in for Atlanta.
Shane Larkin.
Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Blake Griffin. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month, averaging about 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
Los Angeles making a switch here, and he makes both free throws.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Feeds to Reddick. He dishes it to Griffin. Can they get it? Los Angeles with another miss.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Here's Alexander. That one a little long. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one after the win against the Trailblazers.
You know, their shooting percentage in that game, you look at the box score, it's just off the charts. I watched the tape. It was mostly because their offensive execution was flawless.
Yeah, they did such a really nice job of moving the ball side to side, opened up the court for them. It makes it tough for the defense when you spread out and move the ball the way they did, and they got high-quality shots as a result.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they're getting into the paint with their penetration, and it's really been key for this club.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Both teams will make substitutions. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Thomas goes in. For Atlanta, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. First pitch was good. Atlanta making a switch here.
Isaiah Thomas. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here is Paul. He has 7. He got it up. No good. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. A gorgeous feed there.
The Hawks leading by 21, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Blake Griffin down low to Andre Jordan, and it's Chris Paul. And it's Norman in at the small forward.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Griffin against Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. And Chris Paul hits from deep.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Atlanta's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Thomas kicks to Alexander. And he takes that one up and powers it through. He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
The Hawks shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. Millsap a screen on Paul. Alexander, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
That's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
That's his first personal. First team. Hawks foul. Kyle Korver. That's his first personal.
And he makes the first. Marcus Morris is checked in for Fred.
Blackman. 2 shots.
The Hawks leading by 23. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Morris. They set the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They've done a pretty nice job of taking care of the ball tonight. They've got to continue to do so to maintain this lead.
The Hawks making a switch here. Alexander's checked in. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. Stripped away. Alexander defended by Paul. They grabbed their own miss. Payne's shot is good.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that defense.
Paul kicks to Jordan. And here's Redick. Fades. Atlanta with the rebound. Millsap's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Korver in Atlanta again with the bucket.
He had so much space there, and the defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
Paul goes in. Misses the layup.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Reddick passes to Paul. Outside Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Puts it up from 12. He kicks it to Griffin. Rejected by Millsap. And they'll keep possession. And Jordan gets it to go. And Atlanta has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Millsap kicks to Alexander. To the middle. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make them.
You're better than that.
Not tonight, I'm not.
Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Larkin kicks to McGuire. Here's Muscala. And it's off the back rim. No good. Alexander's checked in for Atlanta. And the Clippers making a change here. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. After making that initial point, then he talked about not getting careless defensively. He wants them playing conservatively at that end of the court. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. McGuire passes to Alexander. Off the pick. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Hawks.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
You know, and this gives them a measure of revenge for what happened in the first meeting between these two clubs. That one really did not go their way.
And as interconference opponents, Steve, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. They won't see each other in the regular season again until next year.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Fresh. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not. And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
That is good. Alexander's got 47 points.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nice job coming off that screen.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
And Muscala kicks to Kemp. Takes a three. And yes, sir, that one drops. Alexander's got 50 points.
They're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight.